right. All right. And actually, what I'll do is I'll throw mine on, man, as well. Here we go. All right, guys. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Living good. Can't
Man.
complain.
Me, man. Chilling, man.
Oh, man. I think Yaya's supposed to be hopping in here too. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Yeah. I'm hoping she doesn't, but if she
All
does,
through. Let her come on through.
Uh-oh.
oh man. All
Uh-oh.
right. Kirk, are you up to par with the anime Solo Level?
Yeah.
Oh man, here we
Yeah.
go.
I done read the whole thing before it ever got animated.
Oh, oh man.
Yeah, I was one of the people championing it to get animated.
Dang. Look,
Oh,
reading it like in what 2018 when the manga was dropping.
Yeah, no, I've been reading since chapter 3.
Yeah, I think I'm
wow.
chapter 2 or 3, and I'm like, yeah, this one gonna be it. This gonna be my top favorite, regardless. I don't care what nobody says. Now
Yo.
we
Yeah, some of the homies threw it on me when we was what we was talking about, but I still do. I just think, and as active, I was managing this Facebook group.
Yeah.
And then one of the mods came in and was like, "Yo, you like did it?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And they was
Ah,
like, "Yo, check this shit out." And I swept on it for like a week,
yeah.
and they was like, "Yo," and I was like, "All right, chill. I'm gonna read
Yeah,
it."
yeah,
And I read it, and I was like, "Damn, kind
yeah.
of tough."
years ago too, and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna hold off. It ain't really about that." Then once he finally got into the book years later, he was like, "All right, I see what you're talking about now." So thank you.
Yeah, no.
I know what I'm doing.
Bro,
I
y'all.
do got feelings about that anime though. I will not lie. At least the way they're releasing it.
Oh,
Yeah,
see, that's what I'm saying. All right. So here we go. Here we go. We're just gonna take it. We're gonna take it bit by bit. All right, we get 3 minutes each. You know what I'm saying, to kind of go back and forth. I'm gonna toss it back and forth from both of you, and whoever else joins in here, they can jump in too. But I guess right now, man, let's just go solo level. Let's just go solo level. Just real quick. I know me and Kirk were talking about One Piece, and we kind of had our back and forth about the length and how long, and I just couldn't. You know what I'm saying, man, I just couldn't do it. But right now, I kind of want to just go the solo leveling route, man. If y'all okay with that, y'all all right with that?
Down for whatever, man.
so,
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, Hush, we're gonna start with you. Only because again, between you and Kirk, I kind of, you the only person that has gotten me super close to rewatching the anime. I had to stop again, Kirk. I think Jin Woo is one of the most selfish people in anime. I just can't do it, man. I just can't do it. And so I just really couldn't do it. Me and Hush, we were back and forth on TikTok. He made a long, like 2 minute video where he was just trying to convince me. It was just like, I see your point, but Trey, you gotta hang in there, man. I read the manga, and just there's a reason why you need to jump back in the story. So you've been the only husband, the only person that got me this close to jumping back in.
I mean,
So
you should jump back in, but
back.
I'll tell you my opposing points after.
no, we gonna get to you. We're gonna get to you. So Hush, for me and everybody else who thinks that Jinwoo is the most selfish person in anime, you know what I'm saying? Everybody talk about his mama, he doing this for his mom, his family. I don't see none of it in the first 2 seasons. I'm just like, bro, this man's selfish. All he wants to do is level up. And I just don't see anything about all the different elements of the emotions that people say he has. So if you can start us off, why should somebody watch Solo Leveling? Why should somebody watch this anime, man?
Okay, so for the most part, I'm not gonna put it down as like you have to watch this anime, but at least give it a try. It's always something that you can gain from any anime, especially with Solo Leveling, as like one of the most simplest stories you can get into. So it's if you end up liking Sword Art Online or Shangri-La Frontier, then Solo Leveling would definitely be up your alley. Now when it comes to, I'm hoping I'm not moving too fast, but when it comes to Jinwoo being selfish, that's where I kind of have to like draw the line with everybody. So when it comes to Jinwoo being selfish, I don't necessarily see that because of the things that he's done throughout the like first 2 seasons. When he's going into the gates with everybody, he's not just being like, I'm just doing this really for me, but I'm doing this for those that are willing to just kind of just step back and let me do my thing to keep y'all safe. So if like during the Red Gate incident with the Hunters Guild, what's the Hunter? No, the White Tigers Guild.
Yeah. Mhm.
Hunter Kim, he was like, I don't want none of y'all to be around me. If you're not strong enough, you need to go somewhere else and just die off, and I'll just handle any and everything that come my way.
Yeah.
That's selfish. Genu was like, oh, that's how you feel? Cool. Whoever finna be with me, come with me. I got your back regardless of what we're talking about. Just don't say nothing about me, because I want to keep my abilities and my powers a secret right now, because I don't know anything about them at all of what I have.
Yeah.
Top of that, I'm the only hunter that can level up at this moment.
Mm.
So, and then also inside that red gate, he provided food, he provided shelter, clothes, and he did not have to do any of that. So, in that instance, calling him selfish, I can't see it. And then going a little bit more into the story, again, I still can't see him being selfish. And then also with everything that he's doing, he is doing it for his family, and he's doing it for his mom. Again, like me and you have spoken about, I don't need y'all to keep harping on that like Naruto did of, I'm going to become Hokage. I want to be Hokage. It's me. You know that. Gina was like, this is what I need to do, and I'm going to obtain it one way or another.
Yeah.
So that's for me. That's what I got for right now.
The Red Gate. I just want to ask you this quick question before the time runs out. The Red Gate, was that season 2?
Red Gate was, Red Gate was season 2.
Season two. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Because I just wanted to make sure I reference it back when I go back and watch it. But okay, because I'm gonna be taking some snippets, out of the conversation. Okay.
Yeah, Red Gate was season 2, episodes 13 and 14.
Episode 13 and 14. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. All right. That's a good argument. That's a great argument. Okay.
Right.
All right. Kirk, if you want to jump in here, man, I don't know your thoughts on whether or not you feel like he's selfish.
No, I got you, man. I'm good. I got you. It said 3 minutes. I'll keep it 3 minutes. So what I will say to the core point of this, and even just a baseline point of, I think we're in a hyper popularity era for anime, which is cool. Mm-hmm. But I think people don't understand the pipeline of things becoming manga as well as things being adapted into animations.
Come on.
And so we lose a lot of context because that's the intent. The intent of anime is to make you go and buy or read the manga. So sometimes you get versions of it, or you get abbreviated, you get rushed through, and you end up with things to credit like Solo Leveling. I think the written body of Solo Leveling is significantly better than the animated production of Solo Leveling. However, that's not to say that Solo Leveling isn't gas. It is something that you should check out, especially if you like a good fighter, a good get 'em back revenge anime. Of course, I will recommend you check out Solo Leveling. Is Sung Jin Woo selfish? Of course he is. He's the MC of a shonen series. He's the MC of a what MC is? Sailor Moon not selfish? Is Goku not selfish? Come on now, you have to, when you say selfish now, but you gotta say, are you trying to ask if he's being selfish to a fault, right? And now that's where I gotta go back over to your point, Hush, is like, he has reason for it. I do not feel like the anime, because of how quickly you got through certain parts of season 1, and then how first of all, you shouldn't have been given 12 episodes. Like the way that the season 1 was structured was really bad, in my personal opinion. What you needed to get from it was a little bit different. You needed to finish a little bit later. I would have liked it to have stopped at the Red Gate in the first season. I would have liked you to have gotten to that point, because you had a pause that makes you not understand the continuation of the emotional development and the transition of the person that is Sung Jin Woo. That pause gives you a disconnect. You come back in the next season and it just picks up in this pace, and you're like, oh, well, okay, yeah, I guess we got the action now. You all said it was going to be action. Yeah, here's the action. But now you got to disconnect because of that. Another example would be Rising of a Shield Hero has a similar issue where they gave you too much in season 1. The antithesis, but very similar. You got way too much, way too much in season 1. And you get to the other slower parts, because they knew slower parts were coming, and then it feels so dragged out by the time you get to the turtle arc. And I mean, that's just, again, it's this dance that you get with animation. Don't forget, Solo Leveling, not a Japanese original work. So you already know what they. I'm not gonna pretend like we don't know what that's about. It's a
Yeah.
great piece of work. Obviously, if it was picked up, but also
No, close it. You can close your thoughts. Close your
no,
thoughts. Yeah.
no, that's it. But also,
Oh, okay. Yo, I literally just messaged the group for Yaya to come in because I just need her to hear this. Like, and again, hush. I want to hear some of the things you got to say about this. I want to get Brianna in here though. Bri, we got to get you in here. And I know you don't know Solo Leveling like that, but again, she's a guru when it comes to anime. I've heard her talk about it. And okay, Bri, for you, what characterizes a selfish character in anime? I guess for you, and is it okay for an anime character to be selfish? Just bringing you in here in a general sense. Give you 3 minutes.
I mean,
Let's
like,
do
I'm
it.
actually gonna agree with. I don't know its name. What's your name?
all right, you can call me Kirk.
Okay,
Kirk.
all right. I'm actually gonna agree with you on that one because inherently a lot of the animes are selfish to begin with. If I'm being completely honest, like beginning the main characters is about what they want. Like it's the whole purpose. They're not. There's not really many animes that are like, oh, I'm the main character, but not everything's about me. You're my best friend. Everything's about you. Like it's not. So I think inherently most shows are like selfish in a way. But you have main characters where they're like they really deeply care about other people and they'll go out of their way to do things for other people because that's their friend. Like, you know, like I don't know if you guys have ever seen like Kami can't communicate. That one, everyone, she's the main character, but she's such a sweetheart. Honestly, I love her. She's such a sweetheart, but she does things, and everyone else does things to assist her. Well, one guy particularly more than the others, but I feel like that show, the whole thing is, hey, she needs to learn how to communicate. And other people help her assist her with that, and they become friends, and now she has friends like that. So like, yeah, the show's about her, but like it's not the whole thing, you know? Like most shows are like that. They're their main character, but they're not fully always just, hey, this is me, I'm the main character, you know? Like
Yeah.
who else? Like this is a sad one. Your Lie in April. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. Like the girl dies, you know, like oh I should have seen it. The girl dies. But like it's like it's such a beautiful story, honestly. Like, you know, like it's so good, but like I don't think in that one, like it's not well, I think it was a little selfish because I don't think she, if I remember correctly, I don't think she really told the guy that she was hanging out with that she was like really, really sick until like it was later. So she's living her life, not telling anybody this, and they're friends, and she definitely should have said something. Then the girl freaking dies. You're like, what the hell? So it was a whole thing. So there's so many animes like that. Like they're selfish characters, but they're not, like you said, selfish to a fault. Like it's not even, you know, like. And I have to agree. I think it was you, Hush, who said Naruto, bro. Naruto is about himself. And I really didn't even think about that until you just said that.
Yeah,
and I'm like, and I'm just because you're so. And was it you or Chris? Somebody just said it. You're so right though. The whole thing of anime is he wants to become Hokage. Who gives a damn about anything else? Like I want to become Hokage, and I'm gonna work my ass off to get there. Now, granted, he's loyal to his friends to a fault. He's loyal to his friends. That's why I loved Naruto so much. Like he gives a fuck about his friends, and he will do what he needs to for his friends. But is he selfish? Hell yeah. I'm just saying. Just saying.
That's a really good point. Wait, Kirk, I can't hear you. I don't know if
I specifically was trying to wait for you to get cued in. I was just mumbling to myself. But I was like, yeah, Naruto's a brat. Naruto's a brat. But then is again, you get context of why he's a brat. Does that change the fact that he was being selfish? No. The third Hokage just kind of sucked.
But you know what I'm thinking about? So you know in the first, I think it was the first season where they're when they're fighting, it's like their first real battle with the ice girl. What's her name? And he wasn't there when they got into the fight, right? But the way he got into the fight, he did like fireworks of some crazy shit, and everyone was so upset because they were like, why would you do that? You had the element of surprise, like, you know? And I think even somebody said something about it. somebody said something about it. I don't remember who said something about it, but someone said, like, you had the element of surprise. Like, why would you go? You know, that was selfish. She wanted everybody to know who the fuck he was, and said, "Oh, my name is Naruto Uzumaki." Like, bro, and with fireworks and everything. How selfish was that? Like, that was crazy.
Nobody really
And it
cared.
was his first like real
That man
fight,
said,
and I'm like, you ain't
"Da-dum-tsh."
shit yet.
The hero
You
is
ain't
here.
anything yet. You
The
don't
man
got
said,
nothing yet.
"Da-dum-dum-tsh."
Like, I was like, bro, what? Selfish.
Now,
but it's POV too, because you gotta think, right? We're hearing a story told from someone's perspective,
Right.
and as the narrator in the show, because there's the narrator who's not a part of the show, but as the character, Komi can't communicate. You have the Deuteronomist, but he is basically narrating the experience of the show. So you're seeing a lot of the things that he does from a selfish perspective with regards to Komi. Like with specific regards to Komi, he's doing things, learning about himself along the way. So there's selflessness mixed into it, but like you're hearing it from his perspective of what's happening and navigating certain things with her because she can't communicate. Somebody got to communicate in the story. And he's the one that's doing the communication for us. So,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hush, come on in here, man.
So now when it's coming to being like selfish to a fault, where would you mostly draw the line at? Because like, okay, so within Solo Leveling, the reason why I still see Genu as not being as heavily selfish as a lot of other MCs were, I'm still trying to stick within like season 1, season 2.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, I'm still season 2. So Genu, again, with his powers, he have to create a police force or a neighborhood watch for his block or the rest of that city or town. He didn't have to do that. He just was like, you know what? This will be something good to do for my community. And also he did it with his sister, because you've also said, you don't see like that love or that compassion towards his family, but Genu left shadows with him. So when he's gone doing something else, if she was to be in trouble, she has backup, or there would be something there to be like, hey, you need your sister now.
Okay.
Even doing that when it came to the coming up for the Jeju Island raid, he did not have to put any shadows in the other 5 S-rank hunters and Ryuji Gato. He could have just let them go ahead and do it. But still going to be like, hey, I want to see if y'all can handle this on your own so I don't have to step in. And that's exactly what he did. He was like, all right, y'all are good. I don't have to help. I can go be with my family. And that's kind of what a lot of you were coming with like, he's not really for his family. Like, no, he is. His mom just got out of a coma. His sister is still going through school that he's still trying to help put her through. Now mom's out of her coma. He needs to spend time with his mom. It's been 4 years. Who wouldn't want to spend time with their family? Especially you've been taking care of your mom and making sure she doesn't die and risking your life at the same time. He loves his family. He just don't have to harp on it every single second that he's in a gate.
Okay. All right, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's talk character development. All right. And have we all seen Tokyo Ghoul?
Yeah.
We all seen Bree seen a little bit. Okay, she's seen a little bit. Okay, so I'll go more general, but let me ask this question. All right. So when it comes to character development in anime, right? Like when it comes to a character transitioning from, again, one of my favorites, Midoriya, My Hero Academia. Just seeing his development. I'm watching the final season now. Seeing how he has developed as a man, as a young boy, even to the man that he is now. There was a gradual increase in that development. But when you have something like Tokyo Ghoul, when you have a character or again, going back to Solo Leveling, or Bree, even for animes that you've watched, right? Where there's just a transition of like from let's say season 1 to season 2, there's just this quick transition of power level 1, power level 100, 0 to 100 real quick. Tokyo Ghoul, right? Black hair, white hair, and he's just freaking morbid. There's no emotions. That's exactly what I saw with Jinwoo. Like again, maybe I blinked, maybe I was kissing my girlfriend too long or something. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, I did not see a gradual increase of just and I feel like that matters. Like Dragon Ball, right? Going back to Dragon Ball Z. You seeing that growth, that gradual transition. Is that not important in anime for y'all, or is it? Do y'all desire to see that transition? And was that?
It depends. I like to see a diversity of experiences. To
Okay.
your point specifically with Solo Leveling, that was the point I was making earlier.
Come on, so you saw it. You saw that,
but it exists, just not in the anime in season 1.
Now,
if you stopped in season 1, your perception is correct because you've not gotten anywhere. You didn't really. My gripe with season 1 is it should have stopped a little further along, because what you experience, it feels like this, right? Completely. If they had brought it together, bring in a little bit more of the backstory of what you don't really understand the perception of one, the way he was abused prior to going in that gate. You don't have a proper perception of the actual evolution of his training, because it happens like this. It happens like this. It happens like this for you. But when you read it, you're like, wow, he was like, this man was working out for a long, like that period of time in the hospital. That happens for you in like a second.
Yeah.
But like reading that happened across chapters. So you are missing certain pieces to an extent, and it does feel rushed to an extent because it was presented.
Bro, we understand. Put your hand down.
Got his hand up.
No, it's just we kind of talked on it earlier, and I know he co-signed on the point, but like it's hard to make another quick point to it. It's the One Piece thing again. There's some people that need to read One Piece, and there's some people that need to watch One Piece, and there's some people that need to do neither. Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine. But some things, for some people, based off of how you like to be given a story, you lose certain elements in the translation to the anime. That's just how it goes.
Now, Kirk, I'm gonna extend on yours a little bit, because I do 100% agree. Me and you have both read the story of Solo Leveling. So when the anime came out, I was like, all right, hopefully they do like a very good anime adaptation and not do like a God of High School type of animation. And they did by just a little bit, because they took out so much that made Genu, and that also made his shadow soldiers what they were. Like a lot of like the fluff that they took from within the story of Solo Leveling, they kind of just really removed it, just because it's a 12-season anime, and I freaking hate 12-season animes with a passion. Like, y'all don't give us the fullness of the story that we can personally get by taking out so much just to try to fit so much into just 12 seasons. And y'all did that with God of High School, trying to fit 100 chapters into 12 episodes.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Like,
I just want to say that was the writer, the original mangaka in Korean, the original writer for God of High School. That was co-signed and his intent. But again, that's also because the fear was, am I gonna get a second season? Am I gonna do this again? And he really wanted to show people like rest in peace Toriyama, people that inspired him. And he was like, I want to show you that I had this cool fight action concept, and I want. Oh my gosh, God of High School could have been peak. That opener was one of the best openers of the season, of the year. But I mean, you went from chapter 1 to 50 in episode 1.
Yes, and everybody's looking at you like, why? this isn't the story that we read and that we love, you could have kind of taken your time at least getting us much more detail to your characters. You're just giving us this character, this character, this character. Now we in the whole tournament and we don't know why are we in it.
That the My Hero equivalent to that would have been at least 2 seasons.
Yes.
And then they made an ending where there wasn't an ending.
And it didn't need to be an ending. Like, we got so quickly into his power sets way too. And that's where God of High School really just dropped the ball after episode 1 and everybody.
Wow.
Now, when it comes to Solo Leveling, okay, I can see like y'all took a little bit of Genu's personality. Y'all took a little bit of the shadow interactions that he has with his shadows. Why did y'all do that? I have no clue, because that would have made this story a little bit more.
But that's where you're losing some of the personification and the humanity of Sung Jin Woo is in him having these other conversations that they have pulled off.
Yeah. And that's where, when they was doing the story with Solo Level, I'm like, all right, I don't like how y'all are kind of going about how y'all are structuring this, but I understand what y'all trying to do, but you still kind of need to give us more of that perception of what Genu's going through.
We gotta bring Bree in here. Because I want to hear. I want to hear your perspective too.
I mean,
character development. Where is that for you? Character development.
It's important. Like, I feel like if there's no character development, then you're just listening to some boring ass shit. You know, like, it ain't worth it. Because the whole purpose of a character, a whole purpose of a show is an end result. There's a plot. Like, you know, we're in high school when they're teaching you how to write the meat and potatoes, and then the conclusion. How are you gonna get to the meat and potatoes of the, you know, of a show when you're doing the same thing? Like, you have to learn, you have to get there, you know? How are you gonna have this big grand fight if you're like Naruto in the beginning still?
I was just I honestly about to ask you, like, do you think Naruto really had any character development throughout the 700 episodes we had?
Of course.
So yeah, like, if we're
it's painful.
If
I love Naruto.
First of all, you're talking to someone who watched it a lot later in life, because like my mom, I mentioned before in the last time, my mom thought it was demonic, so she was like, "Yeah, hell no, you're not watching it." So I didn't watch Naruto until during COVID. That's when I started watching Naruto, like right before COVID and into COVID.
I know,
like
last year.
And I made him watch it before we got married. Because I wanted us when we thought we were gonna do a walk. I wanted us to walk to Bluebird. So I was like, you need to know this fucking song. So he watched it, and you watched all of it, right?
No.
You did finish. You finished it.
Yeah.
Because you got to the fight, didn't you?
All I needed was
Oh, you liar. And now I know what we're doing. But literally, I'm like, if we're talking strictly as a performance evaluation way, there is a lot of development, because there's no way that even just the Sage, he learned that, you know, making friends, you know, he learned that, like, you know, his power level, it didn't go crazy, you know, even though he had that power. I felt like it was very much paced. He had the power. He didn't know he had the power. He just knew he was different. Everybody hated him. Then he went from learning the background of everything, learning that he had the power, going fucking crazy with the power, learning how to use the power, you know, making friends with Karamo. Like there's a whole thing. And then all the other tailed beasts and everything else. Like, that is development. Like, and it is a really good development too, because it's not, hey, we're gonna do this, and this, and that. And then we also have the gap, you know, and I think the gap was perfectly timed. Like, it's a period in time when, like, in order for him to do better, to get to where he needs to be, he needs to go hardcore training. And so he did that, and he comes back a better version of himself. So like, development is needed. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
I'll say this. It's me, Goku. You can have flat characters, and you can have a plot, and a story can move. That is a fact. but
Ugh.
But it's all
but
characters that's
But
around.
will it be a good story though?
but is it there you go.
It's like, that's what I'm
it a
saying.
good
Is it really a good story? If
Is
like
it actually a good story? Do you like Goku or do you like all the other characters around Goku?
I don't even watch. Let me just say something. I mentioned this the last time. I could not watch Dragon Ball Z. I watched it briefly when I was growing up a little bit because I had two brothers. I watched it a little bit growing up, but it became a certain point that, like, again, my mom found out we were watching it, and then she was like, "Yeah, hell, fucking no." So even though Goku, like, even Dragon Ball Z was so freaking basic, the ninjas I could somewhat understand because it's ninjas. Like, it's kind of dark, it's kind of gloomy, and especially in the beginning. But I can kind of understand. But Dragon Ball Z is colorful, is bright. I don't freaking know. But that's her. Okay, she a black mom. That's what they do. All right, now look. I watched Naruto a few years ago, as I stated, okay? I watched it because I actually loved the show when I watched it, okay? My ass is not, and I watched every freaking episode, no filler, like I didn't jump to filler, I watched everything, okay? Now, am I going back to watch Dragon Ball Z? No, because I didn't really like it that much to begin with. So, like, it's a level of, hey, I watched this show because I was interested in the few episodes that I saw. I watched more Dragon Ball Z than I watched Naruto growing up.
Look,
I'm not going back.
I'll say this.
I'm not going back to rewatch it. Like, absolutely not. It was okay, but I'm not.
If you do
I'm not.
get jebaited
No,
somehow
there's no
into
if I
watching
do.
it,
I'm not.
if you get jebaited, right?
No, I'm not.
Dragon Ball, the
Mm-mm.
story of Dragon Ball prior to Z is a good story.
Sure. You know, I'm gonna
The story. I'm not telling you to go watch it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The story of Dragon Ball.
Okay.
The story of Goku, Kid Goku, and his growth into an adult.
Absolutely.
Is a very more significant, well-rounded, put-together story than everything from Z to Super.
Okay, no, that I could probably see that. I could probably see that.
Fighting there, like you actually, like you, it's before you get to I can blow up the moon with my fingertip.
Right. Okay.
It's the martial. There's a lot of the martial arts. There's a lot of character development. There's silliness. There's immature. Goku's immature. Yes, you see kind of some of why Goku is even the way he is in Dragon Ball Z. It's the way he was raised. You get references to it in Z, but seeing the actual Dragon Ball, because that was it. I saw Dragon Ball Z first, and then eventually I saw Dragon Ball. And I was like, whoa, I need to watch this. This actually establishes and sets a tone for a lot of stuff. And there's parts, I mean, it's an old anime. There's, flu parts in there, but it is,
Yeah.
Now,
I feel like he deserves extra time, but I kind of took some of his time.
Or catered to like the side.
No, you're fine.
That's kind of how I felt about Z. It was more so with the side characters than it was just Goku, since we already had like a full development story of Goku.
Yeah, and he didn't want Goku to be the main character, so there's also that.
What of a background character, but still the main character. Then we just had the development of Gohan from Z to Super. We had the development of Vegeta from Z to Super. Piccolo, we've seen a lot more, and his gradual growth to who he became. It's just Dragon Ball was Goku's story. Z was the side character story. Super is just a bunch of BS.
That's so funny.
Hey, rest in peace to the legend, man. Rest in peace to the legend.
Yeah, rest in peace. Absolutely.
But R.I.P. to Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still think his best work was within Dragon Ball Z.
Absolutely.
Who art, but it's put two particular episodes, and that's
the Cell arc. Come on now.
Vegeta's sacrifice, and when he finally got the Majin Buu symbol on his head. That showed a lot of growth between Vegeta and Goku and the things that they were going back.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, because Vegeta suppressed himself, but you get
his life as a human, and he don't know how.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, him getting the symbol, it shows like his regression, and then having that sacrifice with Majin Buu to show like he actually did grow as a character. He didn't just stay as just one solid evil person. He did actually grow, but he wanted to see if he still had that evilness in him.
I heard some people say, one guy debated with me in GameStop that Vegeta was more selfless than Goku. I mean, we can have that debate.
I love
But-
to have that great. Goku's a villain. He's a selfish villain.
That's what.
Is that the conversation that we want to go into? Goku's a villain.
I will give you that. Yes, Goku is definitely a villain, and once he got older and throughout Z and Super, he's very selfish to himself. Because
Okay.
it's all just about I want to fight the strongest. I
Okay.
be the strongest. Who's my next opponent? Instead of like, yeah, I do want to be the strongest, but I do got a family to take care of.
Goku potentially
he
put the
abandoned
world
his
in
kids.
danger. Yeah.
He said he abandoned his kids. Abner said he. That's true. That's true.
Goku put the universe and the earth
At
in
risk.
danger more times than he saved it. More times than he saved it. I just,
Well, let me just say this: are you really saving it? We're the reason. You're the reason why you're saving it. Like
that's why I said
like,
I
are you
wasn't
really
counting-
saving the
I
world
wasn't
or
even
just making a
counting-
mistake?
I wasn't even counting those moments. I'm just saying he has caused more harm.
And yeah,
Then good. Yeah.
He got all his friends killed fighting, selling everyone else.
Yeah.
How many times did Krillin die because of Goku?
Had Goku
Yo.
just
He
taken the
lost his hair
medicine.
because of Goku.
Yeah. He said he lost his hair because of Goku.
How if he had just taken the medicine Trunks had gave him, the whole Cell Saga wouldn't have existed. They'd have just blown up the lab.
that's so
Cell
true.
Would have
That's so
died.
true,
None of
yeah.
that would have mattered.
That's true.
Nope.
now when it comes to the medicine part, Goku did take it the way he was instructed to take it.
Eventually.
Trunks says if don't take it now, you have to take it when the symptoms arrive, or it's just not gonna. If you take it before, you just wasted my
You're wasting my yeah.
Yeah, but then he
Mhm.
waited till the symptoms were there and then some. Krillin, like you said, Krillin done died so many times. He can't even be revived by the Dragon Balls anymore. They have to go find better Dragon Balls just because
Right.
Krillin cannot be revived by any of the other Dragon Balls because he's been revived the max number of times according to the lore that is allowed for the Dragon Balls.
And we know the lore changes drastically.
That's why you notice I threw that in there for the lore.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Lore changes drastically all the time.
And I'll give you another character.
Selfish
Another character thing, Trado.
Just makes it worse, dude.
was when, like you said, you know, Goku put the Earth in more danger than he did saving it, but he also recognized that when he ended himself with Cell. He was like, "Look, I'm causing way too many problems. The only way for these problems to really stop is for me to just be out of the picture." So he took himself and Cell to the other world and just ended it there instead of just letting Cell blow up the Earth because Gohan didn't want to finish it. That was one of
I
his
mean, that is
acts
selfless.
that he did, even though he should have been able to still step up to the plate.
That's a lot of Dragon Ball Z talk. I'm exhausted.
All right, hold on. We got to touch on this. We got 20 more minutes. I got to touch on this. I'm sorry. I got to touch on this right quick. We got to. And it's just kind of looping back to Solo Leveling. But again, I got to touch on this because this is all anime. And I guess we can start off with you, Bree, since you kind of seem to we'll loop back around. Bree, and then either one of the guys can go. But fight scenes, man. Fight scenes. Let's talk about it right quick. The length, again, I'm gonna throw shade at Solo Leveling just because I love doing that. With come on, the fight scenes. Does the length of the fight scene not matter? Right? Like when it came to Solo Leveling, 2 seconds. I just felt like it was too fast. But does it matter?
That's not a fight. That's a disrespect. Like, that's even a fight. If a fight is 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Where's the fight? That's just disrespectful, man. But like, that's not a fight. I don't even know what to say that is. That's not even a fight. But I definitely agree that the length of fight scenes matter though, because you have scenes like One Piece, the Marine Ford, that could have been condensed. And if you want to talk about my formula that I got my formula. but let me just say this. It could have been condensed a lot. One Piece is, look, I take breaks watching One Piece. Because it ain't going nowhere. It's gonna be here for fucking ever. It's not. Like, it's gonna be here forever. But also, sometimes I get fucking tired of having to skip the ending in the beginning. Like, why are there so much to get to the freaking episode? The episode is like 16, 18 minutes. And I'm being freaking generous, okay? Like, literally is not the full episode. So when you have fight scenes that are lasting 4 episodes, it's really just like 2 episodes, honestly. But when you're going to the next one, next one, and next one, and next one, and you're just like, this could have been an email. Like,
bro.
Like it's so it's too much, and it's like it's still part of the storyline. And now Marineford, I'm just referencing that one because it's like a really big one, and I know this is gonna go on YouTube, and everybody's gonna know, all the other animes. But Marineford is a really big one. So yes, you expect it to be a really big, it's everybody comes together. Okay, that just makes sense. But if I'm being completely honest, I still think it was too freaking long. Like, there was so much happening, and the end result for all that for Ace to fucking die,
bro.
Like
that
Luffy
Luffy ran for 70% of this, and then right there at the end of the finish line,
bro. All that hard work for what? Like, everybody fighting for Ace for what? And then for this man to fucking die. Now, granted, man, after this I stopped watching because I could not. Like, I stopped watching for 2 freaking years, I think. And I just, because Ace, I loved Ace, okay, and then him dying, I just could not continue. So I stopped watching. But for the fight scenes, for all of that, and all that lead up just for that, like, I feel like if you're gonna do fight scenes like that, that was crazy. You have to do something. Ace should have fucking lived, and he could have lived. But granted, it wouldn't have pushed him to do the 2-year, that he, was it, how many years was it? I think it was a 2-year break that he did, whatever. So, I mean, that kind of all led up to that. So, fine, whatever. But it's definitely, like, fight scenes matter. You cannot have, maybe an episode, maybe episode and a half. But you can't just have fight scene. Naruto is also does that too. Because even that, just going back to the first one I talked about, really quick, just the first one I talked about in Naruto with the fight scene, that episode, that was like 2 episodes or 3. It didn't need to be.
And Dragon Ball Z.
I don't know enough about it.
I mean, they take a long time. Like, just to Frieza is like 12 episodes and stuff.
So, Trey, remember that conversation I had to you about what generation certain things belong to?
Yeah.
That is a trope and a handover from that era of animation. One Piece held on to that for way much longer than they did. It has gotten better. As far as you're not getting 15 minutes of a recap at the beginning and the end of every episode anymore. However, again, that was the time. Cardcaptor Sakura did it.
Yeah.
Rurouni Kenshin did it. Like, it's a thing. Not as much. Anyways, I won't talk about that one. Anyways, the point of the matter is, it's from that era. It's like that era did that thing, and they did it for various reasons. Again, it's the industry. You gotta understand stuff in the industry. I just wanted to agree with you, Brianna. I just fully agree that, like, it take you out. I understand. A lot of people stop, and people that stayed a little bit beyond Marineford also stopped shortly in the arc after it, because of it felt like things were just too drawn out.
Deja vu.
Oda has said he's going to re-release a condense of every single arc. He understands that. It's not written that way. Some of it, I ain't gonna hold you. Some of the earlier arcs are written extensively. Really is Alabasta. It's really Alabasta. But anyways, I digress. The actual question was what, Trey? Sorry.
Yeah, man. Just no, and I love it. I love what y'all saying. But the fight scenes and the length of those scenes of fighting scenes in general with anime, specifically Solo Leveling, for me it was just a bit too fast. But does the length matter to you? Do you care about the length? Does that matter?
It depends. So I'll take the eyes off of Solo Leveling for a second and talk about Frieren, which should have been anime of the year. Beautiful.
Loved it.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Fight scenes. The essence of a perfect execution of a second season has I've ever seen in any anime, hands down, period. Fight scenes do matter, but you have to be able to dance the tango of the fight scene and also progress in the story. Usually in a lot of different series that have good fight scenes that you think about, there is not a single main character. There are other main characters, and you get to go between. You get the illusion that the fight is happening for a long period of time. Difference of a different way of looking at that is Yu Hakusho. You do get to see them. There are multiple people, but you get to see your individual fights happening because it's a tournament arc. So you're forced to see, you know, it's a single arena tournament style, because you can have a multi-arena where you flash back and forth between different fights. So that's that.
You can go a little longer. You can. I think you would kind of answer.
I was about to say, just to kind of go back to the soul leveling. To your point, though, again, you have one person, and it's him. You're missing so much. I think Hush and I have said this a lot. You are missing a lot. You are missing a lot. You are missing a lot of dialogue. You are missing him checking his inventory. You're listening so much different things that actually are important and slow down the pacing of what's happening. And then it's like I said, it's just weird. The first season is weird because first it feels rushed a little bit, and then it feels dragged out. Like it's just weird that it has that weird pacing to it. But they did that because they wanted to encapsulate what they wanted to encapsulate in the second season. That's all it boiled down to. What they wanted to capture in season 2, they decided that they just had to execute season 1 like that. Another example, the beginning of season 2 of Blue Lock. They paced it in a way because they knew that they wanted to get this part of the story at the end of season 2. They probably animated that first. I'm not gonna hold you. They probably did the ending, the tournament, the actual like that match first. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Like the bulk of their team did the match first. A couple people started working on the initial stuff, and then they met in the middle because they know that they had a certain number of episodes that they were allowed to create for it.
Yeah.
You got certain things that you want to showcase. The things with solo leveling is there are certain key fights that are long. There are a lot of quick fights. There are certain key fights that are long. You do have a lot of quick fights because it is him. He's overpowered at a certain point, which is where you get to the Red Gate incident, which is kind of supposed to be a little humbling moment. But even that, you ain't watch it yet.
Come on,
I'm not gonna say anything else.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say anything else. But the point is, when you get to certain points, you see like, oh, you can see it. This is a pivotal fight. Even in the first season, you end on a pivotal fight. Like that's what happens. You get all of this stuff, and you're like, okay, well, he's training. It's like, oh, you think that he bossed up? You think he bossed up? Nope.
He still eventually. I wouldn't even say eventually. Well, in some of the fights with solo leveling, some of them are a little bit too quick. Like with Kang, I felt like that could have maybe been extended a tad bit longer. But we also seen what a lot of people say, Jinwoo don't struggle as much as he should. That man does struggle. In the manga, in the book, it don't show him struggling as much, especially when it came to the Beru fight. We saw that was a one-sided fight. But in the anime, they showed him having a little bit more of a hard time. In the first season, like I tell a lot of people, in the first season, it's really Jinwoo understanding what his abilities are. And we also do remember Jinwoo also saying it feels like the system is trying to keep me alive. So if the system wants to use me, I'm going to use the system as well. When it came to Cerberus, we saw that man get dogged by that dog. We saw him get tossed around like it was nothing. And to still say that throughout all of solo leveling, he's just overpowered and one-shot and everything, I kind of feel as though y'all think this man is like Saitama or something, and he's really not until mad like a little bit later on. Then we can kind of see him being all right. He might be up there with Saitama on One Punch and everything. But in the first half, not really. It's still also playing along with the games of like an RPG styled game. So you do have certain skills and certain abilities that can counteract something else. Like when it came to Kargog the Orb, he had specific skills that Jinwoo had a counter to. So it wasn't about him struggling. It was more so of him having a counter to that particular fight. Same with Beru. Once certain things started popping off, has a certain skill that can help him actually win. But going back to your question, do fight scenes matter? The length of fight scenes, to me, it just really depends. It can be one episode and it be a really good fight that kind of just encapsulate everything that you need. And then there are others where you need at least 2, maybe an episode and a half to just get everything in. Now, going back to One Piece, some of them fights were just dragged on far too long. The Fishman Island arc, that fight.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just like, bro, you keep popping pills. You could be 6 feet under the ocean. You just like, bro, no, just end this. Don Flamingo, their fights were just way too dragged out.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. Yeah, absolutely. But when it comes to certain fights, I understand that some of them do need time and length just to encapsulate what we need for a story.
Yeah.
And it's good to have those. And sometimes it's not if it doesn't give what it's supposed to be given for the story that the person's trying to tell at this point.
Yeah.
It's also the defining moments of fights, because My Hero has that issue at times too. Some things happen way too quick and some fights are lasting way too long.
Absolutely. And it's like, I understand where y'all are coming from with trying to extend this piece to give us more of a good feel to the other characters that we're about to probably either get introduced to or that you're about to kill off.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
If we don't have really a lot of that within some of the fight scenes, then most of the time the series just falls off completely.
I think personally, I do think that Demon Slayer is the perfect example. I think
I was just thinking that.
I think Demon Slayer, I think is the perfect example of like the best mixture of length. That's what I think. I'm
eventually,
not sure.
Eventually.
Honestly, Demon Slayer could do no wrong for me. Like, I love Demon Slayer. It's so good. And I think I've only watched, I think we talked about this last time. I stopped watching just because there was a break and I finished. And now I'm just like, I'm going to watch everything at once because, I'll wait. But but I think Demon Slayer, like their animation, everything about Demon Slayer is freaking amazing.
It's amazing.
It's really, really great. But I will also agree with that because even when what's the guy, the fire guy that died? What's his name?
Rengoku. Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I thought that was somebody else. Anyway, so when Rengoku died, that whole fight, they fought to the fucking morning, man. Ooh. That whole fight, like that was a good fight.
You got to see the time too. It's not just that it was long. Like it's time passed.
Like a whole night. It was only an hour. Like, you know what I mean? Like no, like that was a fight till the morning, and then the fucking demon went running because the sun was coming out. Like, you know, like, but and then when Goku died, like everything, like, you know, I think that fight was so like good in pacing and everything. Like it was really, really, really good. Man. And honestly, I think one thing about Demon Slayer with Tanjiro is, and excuse me, I will also say One Piece is like some of the big 3, okay? And I'll include Demon Slayer is a lot of these fights, especially the really long ones, they are needed for character development. Like that is the reason why they have to fail. Like they need to get their ass beat. Some of them just fucking need it just because they need it. But but they need to get their ass beat so they can move forward. Like they know, oh, I can't do that. I want to do that. So I need to practice more, you know? And the same thing with like the training arc for Demon Slayer and everything else. Like those fight scenes are needed. For some people, do they gotta be that long? I'm gonna disagree. But I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna always 10 toes down on Demon Slayer, man. I love Demon Slayer. It's really good. The animation, the colors, the fights.
Oh my goodness.
Everything that Demon Slayer is just really great. You can't saying nothing
Oof.
about Demon Slayer to me. Like, and also Frieren, because you mentioned Frieren, I was like, okay, now we're
Mhm.
friends. I love Frieren. Frieren was so good, and I have to agree, they were snubbed. Okay, and I think Solo Leveling only got everything that they got because they were so freaking popular when the awards came out and were.
I mean, that's I tell people that I haven't agreed with the
Yeah,
award show in like a
yeah.
decade. Like it's just a popularity vote. So whatever is the most talked about thing, which is
It's
starting to be due to our anime influencers. I hope they start owning up to that a little bit more. No shade to some of the friends, but I love that I see a lot of my friends actually like diversifying the things that they talk about, because if everybody is talking about Solo Leveling, and that's
there's
the thing
better
that's
animes
trending,
out there. Like, I'm not gonna say better because I don't watch
people,
it, but
I mean, like I still people. I feel like Shangri-La Love Frontier is severely underwatched for how good it is. You know,
Frontier was good until for me it got to like the middle of season 2, and then it just kind of went down a little bit because now we're going into like a whole nother game, and why do we even go that far?
Yeah, I mean, you animators have to pick and choose depending on how arcs are. I haven't read it, but I'm guessing based off of things that happen after in the next season that we're gonna get, that they felt like it was appropriate to cut it in the way that they cut it. That's just how that goes. And I mean, yeah, I think Demon Slayer, I'll give you this. I said they showed that little, and look, it's unfrontable. And I told everybody that when Demon Slayer came out season 1, I didn't watch Demon Slayer until episode 21 or 22, because I was like, I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all
talking about it. Yeah,
it was like this is the best. I was like, yo, and I watched episodes 1 through 18. I literally told you, I said, I'm gonna watch this show to see if it's as good as y'all said, or y'all really just got gassed by this one bit of animation. And I was like, it was a good story, but y'all was over gassing this story. and they showed that slicing of the one moon's head. They showed that at the end and at the beginning of the subsequent 2 episodes. y'all was being intentional. Give credit to the design, the production, and the artist team, the animators. Intentionally, that was done for you. And Demon Slayer continued to not just do that, but elevate it in every single other season. It wasn't just that this one episode was amazing. This fight was amazing. These several fights were amazing. They mastered that art of taking you from the beginning and really building you up to an apex by the end of what is happening of that season or that arc. Yeah. And you really get to feel what is going on with that. Demon Slayer is good about that. And again, the same thing, people complain about stuff. Crybaby, Deku, this man is always empathizing with the
hush, man.
Look, Deku is running for one of my hero runs for a series like one of my personal favorites, Katenkyo Hitman Reborn. They're the same type of protagonist. So I loved Deku when I met him. I was like, oh, this reminds me of my boy. This is Suna. This is just Suna with superhero powers.
Yes.
This is cool. Like, you know what I mean? So like I get it. I get that people have things that they have quotes about, but the same way I tell people, I was like, the same stuff. Just tell me what other animes you like, and let me make sure that you don't just have a bias based off of relevance, off of like timeliness of things. Like you like, there's a lot of biases that people have, because people will be like, oh, I don't like this, and I like this, and I was like, but he does the same thing. Oh, Asta's super loud, and I was like, so is most shonen main characters in that particular style that he is kind of basically troping off of. That's the point. It's kind of like they're playing into that to set up the character, because you're familiar with that.
That's true.
Now to pivot this back to your point, here's the misunderstanding and issue with Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling believes that you know what a rogue is. Solo Leveling believes that you play video games and you understand how leveling up systems work. And some of that is played into so harshly that they think that they could have gotten away without animating some of the story, because you just understand. It's a rogue. He has to be quick. What do you mean he's not quick? Of course, there's a quick fight. He's supposed to be a ninja. He's supposed to be an assassin of the shadows. It's supposed to be quick. You're supposed to not get caught. But the fact that you get to see him go, oh, I got so strong that it doesn't even matter that I can sneak up and kill you. I'm actually gonna put this sword down, and then we're gonna box. Actually, you remember these swords that you were actually? I'm gonna just punch you. How about that?
Everybody, because I got hands for you. Don't worry about it. And that's one of the main things that I did like about Genu. He didn't just stick with just one thing. He tried to kind of broaden himself out a little bit.
Yeah, it's like playing Skyrim. You can just play in one direction.
Yeah.
But
So it was definitely good to see. For me personally, I'm just like Bree when it comes to like with her. What was it, Demon Slayer that you stand 10 toes on?
Demon Slayer, yeah.
Demon Slayer, yeah.
Like you can't tell me nothing about Solo Leveling, and I'm just not gonna roll your eyes like, boy, you talking crazy. I ain't trying to hear it. But I can still take criticism for my show of how simple it is and how quick some of it is, and how the character isn't as hyped as like Deku is, or isn't as hyped as Asta is. He's more quiet, laid back, chill. I'm just here to do what I need to do for my family, and if anyone else is around me, I got y'all. But I'm just here to chill. I'm not trying to be out there just being the best God-given person in the world and you have to submit to me. I just want to be here for my family, and if something comes up, I'm there to help out. That's what I like most about Genu. And a lot of people don't really see that. They just see him as an overpowered character that's selfish. Yeah.
Don't shade, man. Throw shade, man.
That's you, Trey.
Look.
If you want to find yourself in some good pacing of development and stuff, there's slice of life and some really good romance animes out there this season.
I can give you some recommendations.
I love
I love a good slice of life. I like a little bit of everything, but honestly, I love a good slice of life, especially during school time for me. Like, I don't have time to be, I'm sorry. I need something cutesy. I need something with color. I need something, that I don't have to like invest so much time in, but it's also really because it's gonna be done in 12 episodes. Like, that's what I need, okay? Because I'm gonna binge and watch my shows. And do my homework, and I can't do both. So I can, but like fully, but I don't want to be, especially like with the like Solo Leveling. Like you mentioned it earlier, like with Demon Slayer. I didn't watch Demon Slayer, and I don't really watch a lot of the popular shows when they first come out because I'm not about to watch a show that's overhyped. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be a little rebel because I just feel like it's too much. So I'm gonna watch, and my list is already long as hell. Okay, and I think it was you, Hush, who was giving me more shit. I was like, bro, the list is long. I don't need when you told. I think it was you who said, "Oh, we need some more recommendations." I was like, shut the hell up. Okay, I need no more recommendations. I didn't even respond to that shit. I was like, bro, did I not even just tell you my list is long? It's a list. Okay, what do you mean? More? No, shut up. Let me watch a little bit. Okay.
Let me tell you two things.
Sit down in the corner.
Let me tell you two things. Don't ask me for a list and don't ask me for a top nothing. I don't got no top nothing and I don't got no list. I'm watching whatever I'm watching.
He told me that when I first met him.
I do have a top and I listed 3 and I told what's his name, Trey. I was like, look, he was like, oh, I'm gonna make what is it called? My academic.
My Hero Academia.
Yeah, you got it. I'm gonna make it your top anime. No, I'm sorry. It could be top like 4, but my tops are already there, and they're on top for a reason. I rewatch these shows a couple times a year because I love them so much. Now, granted, are they the best shows in the world? No, because I love Fruits Baskets. It was my first like real life anime. I read the books. I have the French version of Fruits Baskets, another because I was in Martinique, and on a cruise, and they had it. And I was like, I'm getting it because for the plot. I can't read French, but I have it. I have it because they're cute, Yep, so like I love One Piece. It's gonna be my favorite anime 10 tones every single time. Like I love it. Oh, I'm not even wearing. I have sweatshirts. I got shirts. Like I love Fruits Baskets. Now, second, I love Yuri. See, you understand.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And then I love Yuri on Ice. Now, Yuri on Ice is a BL. Like it's.
I just watched that and it is amazing. I've been on a sports anime binge this year. It is
okay. If you're on a sports anime, watch
what's the basketball?
No basketball.
Yo.
Hold on.
Yeah, no,
the jersey. So I've watched most of like the mainstream stuff that I have been like I've been watching sports, but I was like, I started the top of the year in the funk, and I was like, I'm gonna rewatch Aoashi because I needed to like reset my brain chemistry. And then I was like, I need to like get back in my bag about me. And so I rewatched Blue Lock. And I was like, I'm gonna just keep rewatching some stuff. Oh no, absolutely. I
have so many. This been sitting in the plastic for a minute.
I will tell you again. I don't got a top list, but of characters who I resonate with a lot. Amine is one of my favorite characters. I named one of my Pokemon playthroughs after him as one of my characters. Wow. That's one of my favorite characters. He reminds me of Otobe from Prince of Tennis. And so I resonated with that energy. Oh yeah, I said no. I wasn't like, oh, I'm just getting into sports anime. It was
I'm about to say, I got some rants. I love a good sports anime. Honestly, I love it, and I watched the movies. I watched everything like for them.
Like that's that
was really good.
If you force me to make a top 10, top 15 list, like I'm gonna have sports anime in there. It's at least one or two in there. Have you watched Baby Steps?
I haven't. What is that?
It's a nice. You like slice of life? You like sports anime? Yeah. Go ahead and watch Baby Steps. It's on YouTube.
Bro, shut the hell up.
You might want to shift it. It might be in your top 5.
You ain't need no more.
No, but you don't give it to me. What am I supposed to do? Forget about it?
Tennis.
Am I supposed to get it? He gave it
tennis, to me? A proper space love slice of life. That's all I'm gonna say.
What's it called?
It's called Baby Steps.
Baby Steps. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that down. Yeah, Baby Steps.
It is not a rushed romance. It is not a rushed anything. It's not a super overpowered from the beginning story. Again, it is the things that you be like, oh man, I wish animes were more like. It's all of those things.
All of that.
It's on my watch list next to rewatch it just to make sure that my brain isn't just in nostalgia mode about how I felt when I first watched it. But
Kirk, are you on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
Bro, send me your Instagram. I do got a dip, guys, but I'm gonna add you to our group. We're in a group on Instagram. You got to get in there. Yeah, man, she gonna love you, Kirk, man. I'm surprised she didn't come again, man.
I think she said previously that she might have to work or something. Yeah. I left a metal concert for you guys. Okay, we were at a brewery and a meadery technically, and they had a metal concert going on. So we were there, and I was like, I have to do this call.
Yo, that's so dope. I appreciate that. No, that means a lot to me, bro.
Did you see when I signed in? Because I was like,
yeah, I saw. Yeah,
I didn't even know if I was gonna even do it.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? It was like a second before.
Yeah, literally.
But thank y'all, man. Y'all are again phenomenal call. I can't wait to chop this up. I use AI. I can't wait to chop this up. I use AI, so I got so many prompts that I'm going to use for AI to capture, and it's going to chop the heck out of this video. So y'all be ready. I'm probably going to start tonight and just post some things, man. But y'all be ready. I'm gonna post the full thing on YouTube, the full long form content. Where can people follow y'all, man? Give a shout out before
Mine is just my name, I think.
Okay. Brianna Pratt?
I don't know.
I'll put it at the bottom. I'll put it at the bottom of the YouTube.
Right, yeah. Let me find it.
And if y'all got anything, Kirk and Hush, man, if y'all got a podcast, YouTube, anything, man, shout it out.
Oh, it's literally, at Pratt.Brianna.
At Pratt.Brianna. Follow her. Follow her.
I don't have anything that's there. So I have motorcycles and me and my husband. That's it. So
let's go. Hey, that's more than enough. And anime.
I don't have anything. I actually don't have anything animated right now because I don't really post. I just posted my second bike, and I was like, I've had my bike for a few months now. Everyone was like, because I only had one bike up, and they were like, "Where's your other bike?" And I'm like, I've been forgetting to take pictures, so I had to post the second bike, and I was like, we did a whole thing where we're riding around, and we just took pictures because I was like, I actually really need to post it. And my Z6R. I love her.
Yeah, so, Kate told me about it.
I need people to see her. Okay.
Yeah.
People to see that she exists.
Absolutely.
I'm like, let me post it. But I don't do nothing. I do stories. That's it.
Follow her.
I'll do better. If I get followers, I'll do better just for you guys.
Post, post.
That'll be my motivation.
Post.
I come through.
Yeah, man. Where can they follow you? Come on now.
Oh, for me,
Yeah.
TikTok right now is at you hush. But
Yep.
me and my brother, we do want to kind of get started on the podcast,
Bro,
but
come on. Yeah.
we haven't gotten to that point yet. So I'm just working right now just with my TikTok and just doing like my little lives or whatever. So again, I probably start my lives at like 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and just working from whenever I'm just getting off.
Nice. I love it, man.
Anybody just want to jump in, just come through and holler at me. I'm there.
Let's go. Hey, dope guy. Go follow him. Go follow him. Come on, Kirk. Where can they follow you, man?
Hey, what's up? My name is Kirk Kendall Grant. You can follow me on Instagram or TikTok or X. KKG Voices is my voiceover thing. That's kind of where my Twitter and my Instagram is live. My personal for my Instagram is Kendall KENDALX anime. That's just like the hosting. That's obviously the OG Instagram. So if you go to the OG Instagram, you can find all my other links, my voiceover stuff, putting more content out, and yeah, maybe I'll be back around if Trey has me,
Yo,
absolutely. All y'all coming back.
When you edit this, we should have done this in the beginning. So when you edit this, you should make this in the beginning, and we should all do like, because you just did a real professional as, hey, my name is.
Yo.
Now I'm like, I kind of want to redo mine. So that way, so when you redo it, you should put it in the beginning. So that way each person's introduced.
It looks super professional, man.
Yeah. You should do it that way. Cause I was just like, shit, maybe I should re-say mine. So you have a snippet to clip, because this guy was being real professional.
My bad. That the streamer popped out. The old habits.
Yo, that was a full streamer mode, man.
It was really. I was like, shit, that should have been in the beginning. We should, when you do it, make that the beginning, because it's like people need to know who they are. So instead of at the end, what if they don't make it to the end? Or they're like, oh, they're only talking about Solo Leveling. Oh, fuck you guys.
True.
I don't watch that shit.
True that.
So we should put it in the beginning so everyone knows who we are. So.
True.
Anyway.
Oh, before we take off.
All right. No, I may do that. No, for real. Because that was epic. That was.
I'm sorry. Hush.
What you say, Hush? You cut out.
No, I said I love the Soul Eater tag that you got on your collar.
Oh, this that anime gear guru, bro. I went out earlier to pop up at Villains Con.
I'm from Soul Eater, but
yeah.
Wait, where are you guys?
I live in South Carolina, Charleston.
Oh, okay.
Is this recorded? Don't include that.
Oh, you're South Carolina.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
What about you,
I'm in Florida.
Okay, we all over the place.
Florida. Okay, nice, man.
And Trey, what about you?
Yeah, we are. I'm in Atlanta, man. I'm in Georgia.
Oh,
I'm in Georgia.
I'll be in all of those.
So I'm down south.
I'm trying to move out that way, but not inside Atlanta. I'll go outside.
I'm coming
outside,
yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at, in that area.
Maryland's cute. I like.
Yeah,
Maryland.
I know, right? We're cute. We're just down here being Marylanders.
Yeah,
you trying to escape? You trying to escape?
Well, make sure again. We're gonna lock you in, Kurt.
Come down to Maryland. Come down to Maryland. Not Baltimore.
So you trying to
Maryland. Those two different things. Okay, we don't even claim Baltimore, honestly.
Wow, that's crazy. That's the bloopers.
Baltimore's got its own mayor. Okay, but Maryland as a whole. Huh?
I've been up in Maryland before. I used to live out in Rhode Island, but I only was up there for in like Maryland section just because of the job that I used to work at was doing crime scene cleanup. So they just had us all in the upper East Coast.
Oh dang. Oh,
get a lot of crimes down here, so maybe I can understand.
Crime scene.
Baltimore, but let me just say this: Baltimore's gotten a lot better since our mayor.
Okay.
Baltimore's gotten a lot better. We've definitely had the lowest crime rate recently in a long time. Our mayor, and we have a black mayor and a black governor, which is literally for a while we had a Republican as our governor. And granted, he wasn't bad. Like he wasn't bad. I think he did 2 terms, and I voted for him because it was the only option. But when Governor Westmore became, was on the ballot, obviously I picked Westmore. And he's great. Honestly, he's really great. Really like him. He's been standing 10 toes down.
Hey, politics, man.
Yeah, but boy. I feel like in the society we're in right now, it's no longer an option to be stagnant. There's no longer an option. Like I can't stand people when they say like I work at a call center, and a lot of times, like if for Maryland Health Connection was our health connection, like Medicaid and stuff like that. And so a lot of people times they call and they're like, "Oh, I asked them one of the questions on the application is, did you want to register to vote?" And they're always like, "Oh no, I already registered." Or we get the person, "Oh yeah, I don't register. I'm not voting. I don't give a damn." And I'm like, okay, like I have to be impartial. But mindset, I'm just thinking, and then you called me to complain about you not having Medicaid. So you obviously give a damn. So like you can't complain. You can't call me and complain about not being eligible for Medicaid anymore because of new laws are passing or whatever is happening in the world, and you are not voting. You are just as negligent as everybody else. One, not a vote towards not the person you want it to be is a vote towards the other person. So it's like you can't play both sides of the coin. So I feel like right now it's too much happening and it's too much at stake to not be, motivated, even if you're not going to a protest, whatever else, because I don't do that. I'm too cute for that shit. Okay. I'm just too cute for jail. And I got too much shit going on. Okay, I don't have time for that. So but I know where I stand and I know what I'm supporting. And so I'm voting, I'm doing my part where I can, but it's way too much happening for you to sit by and say, hey, I'm not voting. Oh, I don't care, whatever else. And then complain about it later. Like, bro, go sit the fuck down somewhere. Obviously, you care. You just don't want to go to the freaking voting pool, which is so freaking dumb to me because you can mail in your freaking ballot.
I had a whole little rant on LinkedIn about that for my thoughts.
Yo. Hey, hold on. Let me stop the recording, man. Cause look, hold on. Look. It's gonna overpower Soul 11, man. No.
Well, at least you know where to cut off because I think it was like 10.
No. I'm gonna leave it in here. I love raw talk, but I'm gonna cut it off from here because look, like I said, man, this whole thing was supposed to be about bashing Soul 11. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come see you in Atlanta.
I say,
yeah, you gonna
say Sung Jin who?
Right.
These hands.
All right, y'all, but
I gotta get out of here. I actually have to pee so bad.
All right, man.
Night, y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man.
It was
have a
really
good
nice
night.
meeting you guys.
Absolutely. I'm gonna add you, Kirk. I'm gonna add you in the group.
Got you.
All right, bro. See y'all.
Peace.
Bye, you guys. Be safe.
Y'all too.
All right, bye.